Bro, everyone's going to dinner on Saturday. You coming?
Nah, bro. I'm trying to save money
Again? You said that last time.
because I was broke last time too.
Okay, but you're always working. When are you going to stop working on the business and start making money?
That's what I'm working on.
But you just said you don't have money.
Bro, you're not helping.
So, is that a no on appetizers?
This is exactly what I'm talking about. What's going on? It's your boy, Louis Ha Fa Sho. You know how we do. If you're trying to build a business, a channel, a career, or honestly, just a different life for yourself, there's a part no one really warns you about, and it can get really lonely. And I don't mean you literally don't have nobody. I have friends, I have family, I have people who care about me, but caring about you or understanding what you're trying to do, those are two different things. Right now, I'm applying for jobs, working on my e-commerce business, and rebuilding this YouTube channel. I'm also doing a little bit of research on another business idea down the road. Nothing crazy yet. I'm just trying to see if there's an actual market for it. So every day I'm juggling a few things that might create the future that I want. The hard part is most of that work is invisible. And when the results are weak, you start wondering if everybody else can see something that you can't. So this video is for anybody who feels behind, misunderstood, or scared that the thing they're building will never pay off. I don't have the happy ending yet. I'm still in it. But maybe that's exactly why I should talk about it. From the outside, it probably looks like I'm in my room all day. And to be fair, I am in my room a lot. But inside that room, I might be filling out job applications, checking on my business, studying ads, writing a script, editing a video, editing slides, or researching whether a future idea is worth pursuing. The problem is none of these things automatically look like progress. A job application can lead to nowhere. A video can barely get views. You can spend all day fixing a business and still get zero sales. If I went to a normal job for 8 hours, everybody would understand that I worked. But when you're building something, you can work for 8 hours and have nothing obvious to show anybody that night. That's where the loneliness starts. You know how much effort went into that day. Everybody else only see the results. And sometimes the result is nothing. My friends ask me to go out, grab dinner, hang out, and I say no a lot. Part of it is money. I don't have a steady income right now. My savings and investments are helping cover my life, and money is also going into the business. So a random dinner doesn't always feel random to me. I'm doing the math in my head. But it's also the time. If I go out for 4 or 5 hours, part of me is thinking I could have used that time to work on my business. I could have made the next video. I could have applied to more jobs. And then when I do hang out, sometimes I feel guilty while I'm there. That's not healthy either. You're with the people you care about, but mentally you're still back on your computer. So you end up in this weird place. You feel lonely when you stay at home and guilty when you leave. Either way, you just don't feel completely present. I gave up on social media for the most part, but I do still log in from time to time. And when I do, I see people around my age buying houses, getting married, starting a family, moving up in their careers, buying a new car. I know social media is just a highlight reel. I know a new car doesn't prove someone has the perfect life. But I'm not gonna lie and pretend it doesn't get to me. Some days I want all those things right now. I want the stable income. I want my own place. I want to meet the right woman and start a family. I want my parents to be around for it. And when you're 42, just be patient hits differently than when you're 20. I may have more flexibility as a man, but I don't feel like I have unlimited time. I don't want to be too old to enjoy raising my kids. That's the part people miss. I'm not rejecting a normal life because I think I'm above it. I'm taking a risk because I'm trying to build a life that feels like mine. But yeah, sometimes watching everybody else move forward makes me wonder if I'm still standing still. One of my friends recently got a stable government job. Good pay, benefits, a clear path forward. He encouraged me to do something similar. And honestly, that's a reasonable advice. He cares about me, he sees me turning down plans, worrying about money, and working on something that hasn't produced big results. From his point of view, a stable job solves a lot of problems. But when I explain that I just want to build my business and this YouTube channel, I get that look. You know the look. And it's not rude. Not rude, but like the, are you sure? Then you have other people saying things like, dropshipping died in 2018. And most of the loudest opinions come from people who have never tried to build an e-commerce business themselves. That doesn't mean every critic is wrong. It means I have to separate useful advice from somebody else's fear. Getting a job right now can't support the mission. Abandoning the mission just because other people are uncomfortable with uncertainty is different. This is the hardest part for me to explain. My parents are not the enemies. My dad isn't trying to crush my dreams. He worries because he loves me. He sees his son getting older without a stable job, wife, children, and security he expects me to have by now. And when he looks at me sitting in my room, he doesn't see the future I'm trying to create. He sees uncertainty, time passing. He sees two parents getting older and wonder whether their son is going to be okay after they're gone. I understand why that scares him. It scares me too. But how do you explain a future that you can see in your head when you don't have enough results to show anybody yet? All you can say is, I'm working on it. After enough years, even that starts sounding weak.
You know your mom and I worry about you, right?
I know, Dad.
You don't have a job right now. You're not married. You don't have kids. You stay in your room all day. What the heck are you doing in there?
I'm working. I'm applying for jobs, work on my business, making videos.
But we don't see anything. We just want you to know that you're going to be okay.
I'm trying to build something. It just hasn't happened yet.
Your mom and we're not going to be around forever.
I know. And this is why I feel like I have to make this work. When nobody around you fully understands your decision, you end up carrying the hardest questions alone. What if I waste another 5 years? What if everybody's right? What if I should stop, get any stable job I can, find a nice girl, settle down, and start a family before even more time passes? Those thoughts are real. I don't wake up every morning feeling fearless. Some days I feel confident. Other days I look at the results and think, bro, what am I doing? And weak results make every decision feel heavier. If the business was exploding and the channel had 1 million subscribers, people would call that dedication. When it hasn't happened yet, the exact same behavior can look delusional. That's the embarrassing middle. You worked too long to call it a little experiment, but you haven't succeeded enough for the results to explain it for you. Now, I also don't want to romanticize this. Feeling lonely does not mean you're secretly a genius. Struggling does not guarantee that success is around the corner. And cutting everybody off does not make you more committed. The internet loves that lone wolf stuff. Don't explain yourself, disappear for 5 years, come back rich. But real life doesn't work like a motivational edit. If the plan is not working, I have to look at the plan. I have to study the numbers, improve my skills, test new ideas, and be willing to change the method. Believing in myself does not mean every decision I make is brilliant. I can keep the larger vision while admitting that I need income, feedback, better execution, and sometimes a different approach.
Bro, loneliness is like a superpower. Lions don't need friends.
Lions literally live in groups.
Exactly. And that's why I'm a shark.
That doesn't make any sense.
I cut everybody off who questions my dream.
Your mom asked you to clean the garage.
Negative energy, bro.
Please don't take advice from this man. That's why I'm applying for jobs right now. I used to think every hour I spent away from the business meant I was moving backwards. But having no steady income creates its own pressure. It makes every business expense feel scarier. It makes dinner with friends feel irresponsible. And it can force you to make desperate decisions because you need a business to save you immediately. The right job can give me runway. It can help pay my bills, fund my business, and let me build from a more stable position. What I don't want is to take a completely different path out of panic and slowly stop creating altogether. That's the distinction for me. I'm not choosing between having a job and having a dream. I'm trying to build a life where one supports the other. Maybe it takes longer that way, but taking longer is not the same as giving up. So my life right now has 3 main priorities. First, find the right job and have stable income again. Second, keep working on my e-commerce business and improve the weak parts instead of hiding from them. Third, rebuild Bring the Shreds and consistently make the videos I know I'm capable of. And in the background, I'm lightly researching another business idea for the future. I'm studying competitors, looking at the market, and asking whether this is worth pursuing. I'm not launching it. I'm not dumping money into it. I'm doing the homework. Is that a lot? Yeah. Sometimes probably too much. But these things are all connected. The job creates stability. The The current business gives me experience. The channel gives me a voice and documents their journey. I'm not sitting in my room waiting for motivation. I'm trying to build the pieces. I just have to make sure I'm not trying to build all the pieces at the exact same time. I'm slowly learning that I don't need everybody to understand my full vision. Some friends may never understand why I keep working on my business with weak results. My parents may never understand YouTube the way I do. That doesn't automatically mean they don't support or love me. But I do need some connection. Maybe it's one friend who is building something. Maybe it's another creator. Maybe it's a community where you don't have to explain why you care so much. And I need to stop disappearing every time someone wants to invite me out somewhere. I don't have to spend money I don't have or go out every weekend. But protecting the dream shouldn't mean losing every relationship before the dream even works. The goal is not to make everybody believe. The goal is to have enough support that you don't have to carry every doubt by yourself. How do you keep going when nobody gets what you're trying to do?
Stop asking everybody to get it.
That's it?
You don't need 20 people to see the whole road. You need 1 or 2 people who will keep pulling you off it.
What if they're worried about me?
And listen for the love. Keep the fear if it belongs to you. And give the rest back.
When the results haven't arrived, you need smaller proof that you're not standing still. For me, that means tracking the things that I can control. Did I apply to the right jobs this week? Did I publish a video? Did I test something new in the business? Did I learn why something failed instead of repeating it? That does not mean effort is all that matters. Results matter. I can't pay bills with personal growth, but if I only look at revenue, subscribers, a house, or even a new car, I'll feel like my life is on hold until one giant finish line. The smaller proof would tell me whether I'm actually moving or just calling myself busy. And if weeks go by with no real actions completed, I have to be honest with that too. I can't control when the breakthrough will happen. I can control whether today produce evidence that I'm becoming more capable of handling it. If you're building something no one around you fully gets, I want you to know that it doesn't automatically mean you're on the wrong path, but it also doesn't mean you're on the right. Listen to the people who love you. Look honestly at your results. Change the plan when the plan needs change. Get stable if you need stability. Just don't hand your entire future over to somebody else just because uncertainty made them uncomfortable. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Find the right job, keep improving the business, keep rebuilding this channel, stay connected to the people I love, and give myself a real chance without pretending that time doesn't matter. So here's one thing I want you to do. Write down one piece of proof that you can create this week. Not become successful. Something real. Send the applications, publish the video, make the sales call, finish the test. I don't know when exactly this will pay off. I don't know whether the path will look the way I imagine it, but I do know I'm not ready to quit just because the middle is lonely. You don't need everybody to see it yet, but you just need to give yourself something real to believe in.
Maybe the loneliest part of building a future is that you have to live in it before anybody else can see it. I just hope I remember to leave the door open for the people who still want to be part of my life.